All right, y'all. It is end of the month here. We're going to finish out a faithful version, but it's Proverbs 31, and there's something I just want to address. So rather than, I'll let you read through the scriptures on your own for the whole thing, the whole context, but in the faithful version, it refers to this as a prophecy that was spoken by the king's mother, Lemuel's mother, is that sort of thing. It's kind of a nickname, that sort of thing. There's lots of like metaphor and that sort of thing that's kind of implied there. And so there are modern thinkers that are saying, well, maybe that means that this is a metaphor for the church being the bride of Christ, and this is the character that the church should have. And I don't necessarily disagree with that in kind of that kind of like nice kind of way of thinking about things, and yes, we should have that character. But I think it's important to remember that the entire context of Proverbs is kind of different than that. The entire context of Proverbs is very much about establishing the character that we should have, and primarily the instructions primarily are for men and the kind of wives they should be looking for, that sort of thing. And Proverbs 31 is no different. It's very obvious instructions in that way. And so while like I said, it's not a salvation issue. It's not something where it's a hill I'm going to die on because this is the way it has to be or anything like that. I don't think that's appropriate for this. I think if it helps you somehow to think of it that way, great. But the bottom line here is that I don't really think that this was meant to be that. I don't think this meant to be a description of the bride of Christ, because this was written far before that, and the rest of the book of Proverbs is very much practical advice, so it would fit with the pattern very well that this woman would be giving further advice to her son from her perspective, which, by the way, is really quite awesome. So don't miss that. And so, yeah, as we conclude this month of little Proverbs shorts, I just wanted to address that. I don't want to call it elephant in the room. It's not that big. Let's be honest. There's not that many people that are talking about this, but why not? We'll be controversial and get the clicks. I'm kidding. Thanks for being with me this month. It was fun. Sorry we missed a few days, but I had my anniversary to my Proverbs 31 bride, so too bad. Love you guys, and we'll see you around for the next run.